Bring your brother up.
Do you want to come outside? She's kind of shy.
Then Tracy, stay with him. Stay with him. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I'm State Senator Huang, and I just really want to say thank you all. Thank you all for being here today, for participating in such a wonderful celebration of Women's History Month, which is the month of March. And I really wanted to thank you all for being here again, and it really is an honor to have all of you here and just to celebrate the incredible voices of our finalists. We had over nearly 30 kids submit essays, review them with our judges. It was a celebration in reading all the essays. For those that aren't here recognized, I just want to take a moment to thank them, their teachers and their families and their support for just incredible essays. It really just lifts me to read the impression that these young people have really made in their awareness and their perspective. So we're going to take some moments to honor these extraordinary contributions from the voice of these young finalists. And these are pioneers, advocates, leaders, and caretakers who have really helped shape our world. I just had the exchange with our Board of Education member of Fairfield, Tracy Rinaldi, and here's the funniest thing. A mother's job is never done. And I think that is part of what shapes what's so important, is that it's the little things that make a world of difference for a child, for our society, and there can't be a better example of that, what we saw in the just recent exchange that we have, because it's all about the kids, it's all about being there for them so that they have a sense of their self and their identity, and most important, their self-esteem to make the world better for others. And this is not just a celebration about history. It's also a celebration about looking forward. And it's important to know that, because these young people are the next generation that are already lifting stories of the people who inspire them. I encourage all of you to read these essays, and we'll put them onto our website, every one of them, finalist and every participant. And through these essays, you will see the inspiration in these students through their thoughtfulness, their emotions, and their awareness that is far, far beyond their years. And I remember reading a couple of times and thinking to myself that perhaps us adults, maybe even in the legislature, could take a moment and learn from these young people. And for me, these are words and the essays that gives us hope. And it's important because it reminds us that history isn't something that we just read about in a textbook. It comes alive through the lives that we live every day and through the people that influence our lives. So to each and every student who participated, I want to thank you for sharing your voice and honoring the heroes, the real heroes in your life, not the celebrities sometimes, not the movie stars, not your TikTok fans, but the real heroes that make a difference, just as we saw. I'm going back to you a lot, Tracy, but I mean it genuinely, is you protect your children, you're there for them, you help them through their shyness, you help them pick out the chips. We all know that experience, but I will share with you that when they become grown adults, they appreciate the love and the affection and the kindness that you show, and they become better adults, I truly believe. So an example of that terrific example of a young, caring individual that have inspired so many people. I wanted to be able to introduce and welcome the Fairfield Select Woman, Christine Vitale, and I've known her through her dedication in public service and to really a commitment to improving the lives of many of our young people, from high-achieving students to our students that are trying to make ends meet, and then also in the area of special needs. She has covered the whole gamut as the Board of Education member, and previously the chair of Board of Education, and an advocate for education as our select woman. So please allow me to welcome Ms. Christine Vitale. I'm a big fan.
Good morning, and on behalf of the town of Fairfield, I welcome you all to the Fairfield Museum and offer our sincerest congratulations to Victoria, Caitlin, Reed, and Madeline, and your families and your teachers. The ability to inform, inspire, teach through the written word is truly a superpower. So I applaud all of you for sharing your superpower with us today. I look forward to hearing about your heroines. The study of history is so important to understand where we are today, to learn from the past, to better shape our future, and especially when we focus on historically marginalized groups and looking at history through different lenses. And I think that I serve on the Board of Education, and the best part of public service is being with our children and with our educators and seeing the incredible skills and dedication and work that you do. You give me hope for the future, and I look forward to hearing your essays. So congratulations again, and happy Women's History Month. And thank you, Senator Wong, for including me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And the Fairfield Superintendent, Michael Testani, was also scheduled to be here, and he intended to be here, but he gave me a buzz this morning. He has a bit of a stomach bug, and I'm grateful that he chose not to come and share the wealth with us. But he has been a passionate advocate for education, and he's been a strong supporter of this program as well. And I want to now move to introduce our judges. We have 2 judges out of the 4 that we had that are present here today. These judges went through every essay, reviewed, and really gave a lot of their time and effort, and I'm grateful for them, because without them, we wouldn't have the caliber and the finalists that we have and filtering through. I don't envy their job, and so for me, please allow me to introduce our judges, Donna Monteleone and Tracy Rinaldi, if you can both come up and be able to share. First, I wanted to be able to introduce Miss Tracy Rinaldi, and a Fairfield Board of Education member, and terrific, awesome mom. But also, really, I remember speaking to you, Tracy, when you first ran, and it was not about the politics, but rather for the children of our community. And God bless you, and thank you for running. And Ms. Monteleone, must say, she is in the Veterans Hall of Fame in the state of Connecticut, but she has been a remarkable parent of 2 incredible contributing young adults. I've seen them since they were the twin kids.
7 years old.
They're Connecticut residents, but most important of all, she has been a tremendous advocate for our veterans in the state of Connecticut. So I'm proud to have both of you as judges. So let me first have Tracy come on up. You got fans back there. Let me get out of the way, please.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Senator Huang. And I rose my hand high for this opportunity. I'm a lawyer by trade, so the written word is very important to me. I've been trained in it for many years of my life. I was told as a young person who loved to read and loved to write that I would be best suited as a romance novelist. So reading these essays, wow, so inspirational. And they really had me focus a lot. I went back and forth and judging them. It was the most difficult decision, deciding on the finalists. Every piece was superb in every way. And I was so impressed, and I thought back to my own career, and I would say they are better writers than I was, and even for my personal statement, getting into law school, these were better written works of art. So I am so appreciative and honored to be here, and these are superb works, and I can't wait for my own children to hear them being read. That's why I brought them today. They're my inspiration, and I'm hoping that my youngest, Harrison, the 5-year-old, makes it through it. I think he will, because they're truly inspirational.
We have a lot of chips for Harrison.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, all.
Morning.
First, I want to start off by thanking Senator Tony Wong for inviting me to be a judge in this really auspicious competition. I'm a proud nutmegger, U.S. Army captain, having served in the 1970s and 80s, which is after they got rid of the WACs. So we were fully incorporated into the military as equals. Recognizing Connecticut women and all their accomplishments is a good and right thing to do. Connecticut women have built this state, all their accomplishments, our country, and let's be honest, women help build the world, because without us, guys wouldn't be here, right? Being a small part of this event makes me both happy and hopeful for our future. Taking 1 month, one assignment, one event to learn about the amazing women that you all wrote about is a great start for all of us. And as Tony said, he's known my twins since they were 7, and they're now 27. My daughter read them last night, and she is a Norwalk High School teacher, and her comment was, wow. So that's pretty good from a high school teacher. As for the future of our country, these young people took their jobs seriously. They wrote inspiring pieces about intelligent, formidable, and trailblazing women who deserve not only our respect, our admiration, and our appreciation. And to each and every one of the students, I have to say, great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, on to the main event. I want to make the introduction of each of the respective student finalists, and there are 4 finalists, but every one of those essays, every one of the teachers and the families that supported those essays, thank you all for participating. I would now like to invite our finalists up to the podium one by one to share their work with us, starting with the finalist, Madeline Haddad from St. Rose Lima School, and she is going to share her essay on Connecticut Governor Ella Grasso. Hi.
Hi. What qualities do you think describe a hero? Some qualities I would associate with a hero are leadership, courage, determination, and many other qualities. Ella Grasso was the first female governor of Connecticut, and she demonstrated many qualities of a hero throughout her lifetime. Ella graduated from Mount Holyoke College, and she led our state as governor from January 8, 1975 through December 31, 1980. She did not only become the first female governor of our state, but she also served as Assistant Director of Research for the Connecticut office in World War II. Ella held many positions in Connecticut and the U.S. government throughout her lifetime, each leaving a different impact on our state. Ella demonstrated the quality of leadership when she was first elected for Connecticut's Secretary of State, which she served 3 terms. And she then was elected to the U.S. Congress in 1970 and again in 1972. During her time in office for the U.S. Congress, she developed a strong voting record. With her inauguration as governor, she made history. Each previous female governor had all had a husband who served a term previous. Although she was re-elected as governor, she resigned on New Year's due to illness. Ella Grasso showed much determination during her time of leadership. She showed determination because no matter how much someone pressured her, she would stand her ground and not change her decision. For example, when the representatives kept pressuring her to sign the limit of spending, she refused to do it. The community admired her quality of straightforward ways and how she always wanted the best for each community. I can demonstrate her quality of determination in my life by standing firm in what I believe is right, no matter what people around pressure or tell me to do. During Ella's time leading our state, she showed the quality of courage. As I stated earlier, she was the first female governor. She had the courage to open doors of politics to women. Grasso allowed for other women to follow in her steps through her first actions. Now women are active in our government, and she was really the start of all of it. Furthermore, Ella Grasso allowed for the development of women in government by her demonstration of the quality of courage. In conclusion, Ella Grasso is a heroic woman from Connecticut because of her ways she lived the qualities of courage, determination, and leadership throughout her lifetime. Through her time of leadership, she opened and provided many opportunities for women today in Connecticut. I admire her because of her determination to not let other people change her opinion. To find out more about Ella Grasso, you can go to the National Governor's website.
Well done. Thank you, Madeline. I want to thank your teachers and your parents and families for their support, and congratulations. Next up, we'll have Reed Thomas, who will be writing about someone very near and dear to her. Welcome, Reed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heroes may not be braver than anyone else, they're just braver 5 minutes longer. A quote by Ronald Reagan. When I first read this quote, one person
That's okay.
One person in particular came to my mind. That person was my cousin. To some people, my cousin might just be a normal 10-year-old girl, but to me, she has changed my life for the better and has given me a new perspective on what it's like to be brave. One of the main reasons why I chose my cousin as my heroine is because she doesn't let others' opinions change her. My cousin has had alopecia since she was born, and every day she demonstrates extreme bravery. And many times in her life, she has been completely bald without any eyebrows or eyelashes. However, she keeps her head held high and walks into school with a smile on her face every day. Every day, my cousin doesn't let other people change the way she looks. This is something that many people, even adults, struggle with. So my cousin being able to, as a 10-year-old girl, amazes me every day. Another reason why I chose my cousin as my heroine is because she is so kind to others. One experience when my cousin was kind is when we did a stand selling items like baked goods, painted gels, and other arts and crafts. A few times a year, my cousin and I would sell these items right outside her house on the side of the street. When we did this about 2 years ago, we were able to make over $200. In the end, she came up with the idea to give the money to St. Jude's Children's Hospital and Bridgeport Rescue Mission instead of keeping it for ourselves. I was very proud of her for coming up with this idea, and it really showed who she was at heart. To conclude, my cousin is my heroine because she demonstrates extreme bravery and is very kind. Every day, my cousin is able to do what most adults and other people can't. She's able to block out others' opinions and keep her head held high. She really proves that age is just a number, and I think we all, myself included, can learn so much from her. Thank you.
Well done. Well done. And Reed, thank you for sharing that. You gave a big sigh of relief after you got done saying it. And it is a testament to you sharing your love and affection for your cousin. And for you to do this and to write it and share is really, I was reading through it, and I just shaved my head for St. Baldrick's, and it was, but it was a shared moment that you do for others, and sharing that kind of moment of their self-doubt to reassure them that you're with them. And your big sigh was kind of capturing all of that what you wrote about is an affirmation for you to stand up before everyone and speak. So well done. Very, very well done. So next up we have Kaylin Dillon from Fairview Woods Middle School. She is going to speak about Nancy Brinker, who is the founder of Susan B. Komen Cares. Welcome. Come on up. You do not need to step up. Welcome. Right.
When my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, our whole world turned upside down, or mine did at least. I can still remember the moment, sitting down on the couch with my mom and younger brother, the way we do when we talk about something serious. It was either to break the news that someone died, or was about to. The news hit me like a storm, my heart shooting up to my throat, then plopping back down to my stomach as her words echoed in my ears, the world around me closing in. The days and months that followed were filled with fear, uncertainty, and constant worry. My mother faced surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, and a relentless battle against health. But her underlying strength remained, and the support of others got us through. I can now say, clear of fear and depression, that my mom overcame breast cancer. Against all odds, she won the battle which many have crumbled under before. Stories like my mom's are far from unique, but what makes them incredible is the impact of those who have dedicated their lives to fighting for a cure. One of the most significant figures in the fight against breast cancer is Nancy Brinker. Her story, though starting in heartbreak, became a global force for change. After losing her sister, Susan G. Komen, to breast cancer, Brinker could have succumbed to grief, but instead, she chose to act. She founded Susan G. Komen for the Cure in 1982, a significant movement that would change the course of breast cancer awareness and research forever. What makes Nancy Brinker's story even more inspiring is her personal resilience. She didn't just turn her pain into action, she kept on fighting, even when the odds felt overwhelming. In addition to founding Susan G. Komen, Brinker has worked tirelessly to influence policy and push for early detection programs and ensure breast cancer research continues to get the funding it needs. She became a global voice, inspiring millions to join the fight and, most importantly, keep hope alive. Thanks to Brinker's dedication, countless lives have been saved, and even more families, like mine, have found support during difficult times. This, my story, my mother's triumph, Nancy Brinker's dedication, is why I deeply admire her unwavering commitment to helping others. Without women like Nancy Brinker, the fight would be much harder, and many of us would have fewer stories to tell.
Caitlin, thank you. And even though I said this was an essay about Nancy Brinker, you had me when you said your mother has beaten back cancer. So God bless you. And is your mother here? Please stand and let us give you a big hand. And the fight is never over. And just to hear Caitlin talk about the emotions that she went through and being an advocate in the fight against breast cancer, I think one of the most shocking words anyone can hear is that you have cancer. But what you find is the reservoir and the love that you have from the people around you are truly uplifting. And what Caitlin, what you just wrote, is an inspiration for so many that experience this kind of fear and danger. And this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about, unsung heroes that give us inspiration. And you, Caitlin, by writing such a beautiful essay, you really did have me at your mother beating cancer. And so thank you very, very much for sharing. It really is what's so important about what we do today, to recognize the unsung heroes that are closest to us. And so I want to be able to welcome up the unenviable winner that we had to choose, but we wanted to invite all the finalists up because the essays were so good, and we had to pick a winner, but everyone who submitted an essay was a winner. And in this case, we were able to, and pleased to introduce Victoria Quintana. We actually make sure we said it right. And her essay, which celebrates the extraordinary strength and selflessness of the writer's mother, Ana Martinez. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My heroine doesn't have superpowers, no laser eyes, fire breath, or telekinesis. My heroine has something far more important. She has everlasting love and loyalty. My heroine has the ability to do anything and more for the people she cares about. In my eyes, I think that is much more powerful than any superpower in comic books. My heroine is my mother, Anna Martinez. She is willing to do anything to make sure her loved ones are safe and happy, even if it risks her own happiness and safety. My heroine is a registered nurse who works day and night, but doesn't let that stop her from putting food on the table and being there when she's needed. She goes to work, comes home, sleeps for a few hours before hauling herself back up to cook breakfast and drive her kids to school. She got an award at her nursing school for graduation for being one of the best students and having one of the best grades throughout all those years when she had to learn English when she moved in the United States. My heroine sacrifices for her loved ones. If one of her kids wants more food, she is willing to take half the food on her plate and put it on theirs in a heartbeat. My heroine is humorous and empathetic. She never fails to make me laugh, even if it's after a terrible loss at a soccer game or a bad grade on an exam. My mother never misses my activities like sport games, parent-teacher conferences, and my school concerts. My mother never misses a chance to be there and support me. My mother may not spoil my brother and I, but she gets our necessities and what we need. She is willing to spend hundreds of dollars to get my brother and I school supplies, hygiene, and money to go to school and buy lunch. My heroine is willing to go above and beyond and do her best. It took her many years to become a registered nurse. All those years she devoted to getting her degree in nursing, to have a better paying job so her family can manage and live a happily financially stable life. My heroine helps in many ways. She helps senior citizens who are too old to care for themselves by helping them walk, feeding them, and keeping them satisfied and comfortable. Caring for elders is not as easy as my mother makes it. Even she can admit it gets infuriating at times. After caring for people she isn't even related to, she has to come home and take care of her teenage kids who are picky and sometimes rude. My heroine sacrifices her sleep schedule and comes home sleep deprived at 5 to 10 in the morning because she chose to do night shifts so she can see her children during the day. My mother may not be Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel, but she has done more for me than any superhero I know.
Superheroes all around us. Victoria, thank you for recognizing your mother. And I know you speak for so many other of our young adults that appreciates and loves and is so grateful for the parents and the caretakers that support them. It isn't always what we see and hear in the media. These are the unsung heroes that we are here to celebrate. So thank you very, very much for being with us today. And I don't envy our keynote speaker to follow these young readers, but I wanted to be able to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Christine Carver. Let me begin by again thanking all of our participants, their families, and their teacher advisors, and congratulations to the finalists, Madeline Haddad, Reed Thomas, Caitlin Dillon, and Victoria Quintana, for their impressive essay that beautifully celebrates Women's History Month and those that are closest and impact them. And now it is really, really my honor and pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Christine Carver, the Superintendent of Bethel Public Schools, the 2025 Connecticut Superintendent of the Year, chosen by the Association of Public School Superintendents, and the year before by the NEAG program. So we're in just esteemed company as an educator. And I'm so honored to really be able to partner with her and learn from her extensive experience and dedication to improving public education across Connecticut. And so it is my honor and privilege to welcome Dr. Christine Carver, Superintendent of Bethel.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Yes, thank you so much, Senator Huang. I appreciate you inviting me here today, and there's a few things that I really feel truly honored to participate, and this is one of them. And I want to thank Senator Huang for his advocacy of public education. I think I drive him crazy at any given point when I get passionate about what I'm advocating for, but always willing to take a call and support children in the state of Connecticut. So I just wanted to say that also. Thank you so much.
You are the best of the best.
Thank you again for being part of this important celebration. March is Women's History Month, and I can't emphasize enough the importance of studying women's history in our public school system. Reading your essays to the students here today truly inspired me. I think what I was inspired most by is the characteristics and attributes of these women who have made a significant difference in your lives, but also the fact that you identified these superpowers of people that are closest to you, your family members. And when I was reading the essays, and Senator Long sent a few, I didn't get a chance to read all of them because I was only responsible for a couple. I was uplifted and inspired by the fact that you held such regard to your family members, to your mothers, and what a significant difference that made in your lives. So again, all of your work was fabulous, as Senator Huang's already said. Throughout history, women have played a pivotal role in shaping our society. And teaching women's history is a pivotal part of our job in the public school system. From leaders like Susan B. Anthony and Rosa Parks to innovators like Marie Curie and Katherine Johnson, their contributions have been profound and transformative and are a critical part of our history. When students learn about women's history, they gain a broader understanding of the world. They realize that the successes and challenges of our past were shaped by individuals from all walks of life. It fosters a sense of belonging and empowerment, particularly for young women who need to know their potential is limitless. For students, it's also about inspiration. History is full of women who have fought against the odds, breaking barriers in politics, science, and the arts, and beyond. By learning their achievements, students, both young girls and boys, can find inspiration and motivation to pursue their own dreams. From an educational perspective, it promotes critical thinking. By studying women's history, we learn to question our traditional narratives. This broadens our students' abilities to think critically about the world and challenge societal norms, opening the door for a more inclusive and informative future. And by including women's history in every classroom and through the ceremonies like this, we're shaping the future where gender equality is no longer just a dream, but reality. Again, I want to thank all of the young ladies that wrote these essays because they were truly inspiring to me and meaningful, and best of luck in your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Carver. I wanted to also take a moment to recognize the principal of Roger Ledlow Middle School, Ms. Megan Tilley. Please stand. Thank you always for being so supportive. And is Ms. Joyce here? She's not. Okay. And I want to recognize teachers here that are so proud of their student. Please stand and let me acknowledge the teachers. Thank you. Wow. Thank you all again for being here. It really is a meaningful and an uplifting celebration today. So let me repeat again, and my wife tells me that I'm quite redundant. But I want to once again congratulate our outstanding and remarkable finalists. Madeline, Reed, Caitlin, and Victoria. Your essay captures the heart of what Women's History Month is all about. Honoring the strength, sacrifice, kindness, and the enduring influence of women who lead, care, and inspire you. Thank you for sharing your words, and most important of all, letting us see the world through your eyes. And it is powerful. Never, ever forget that. And I also want to thank our judges, our keynote speaker, Dr. Carver, and the community leaders that are also on the forefront of trying to do our best to be heroes and heroines for people in our community. And of course, redundant again, a heartfelt thank you to the parents, the teachers and the mentors who have really empowered these students to learn, to dream, to write, and to lead and inspire us all. You all deserve a huge hand. Please, let me acknowledge all of you. So let me end by saying that as we leave here today, and let us not forget about the present onslaught of the news and the turmoil and the challenges that we face today and into the future. I think it's important for us to let us carry forward an appreciation for the unsung heroes all around us. Our mothers, grandmothers, sisters, teachers, healthcare workers, neighbors, and friends, those who make our lives better in quiet but powerfully extraordinary ways every single day for us. Let us continue to honor, support, and uplift them, and let's share their stories like we did today. And let's not just do it this month, this celebration, but scream from the rooftops that these are the heroes that you want to honor, emulate, and celebrate. And I want to thank you all for being part of this. It's a fascinating compilation of a first woman governor that has inspired us up at the state level, to a cousin who demonstrates selflessness and kindness despite her own adversities, to a mother that beats back cancer and still provides lovingly, selflessly, to a mother who works through. And even though, I will say this, Victoria, even though she may give you everything, but I think she runs a very disciplined and tight ship. And that is something that when we all grow older, we learn to appreciate more and more. The other thing I'll leave on this is, as I'm watching these incredible young people read, I am reading a report with 20-point fonts. They're at 11 points, and I can't even decipher it. So God bless youth and celebrate it all. But again, happy celebration of the gifts that we've been given and the heroines that you celebrate. And thank you for letting us, through your eyes, give a moment to celebrate them as well. So God bless you all. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We're going to give presentations, and we're going to have staff that's going to offer to take pictures of your whole family, to give you pictures to memory. And for all of you about to apply and think about colleges, I am more than happy to write supporting letters raving about what an incredible impression you all made. So God bless you all. Have a great day. Celebrate the heroines we just articulated. Let's see. I'm gonna say the names, and if you want to come up, I'll present you. And if we can ask the families to come up, because this is your special day too. All right, let me do this. All right, the first one is Madeline Haddad. Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Wonderful. Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Reed Thomas. He won't bite. And Reed just introduced her cousin, which I want to take a moment and shake her hand. Kaylin, Dylan? Come up, Grandma. No. We will wait for you.
I'm sorry.
Don't-
Go to the end. Oh, that would be wonderful.
You can hold on to me if you like.
Thank you.
Come a little closer.
Thanks, Suzanne.
And Victoria? Run the tight ship. Come on up. Victoria specifically asked if the teacher can come up. Awesome. Could we ask the finalists to come up and have the judges and the keynote speaker come and join us?
Get up.
The finalists, you're right front and center, all of you.
There we go. You're going to take a look at.
Now, for all the family members that are here, extended family members, if you want to come up, please celebrate the moment. And my staff will capture it and we'll get it to you, because these are special moments. And maybe one you don't need a politician in it, so take one for yourself. I'll be honest, right? So please. It's Reed. I would love to be able to have one with Miss Tilly and any of the other teachers to come and join us as well. So please come on up again. Reed, come on up, Miss Tilly. We'll take that. No, Christine, come on up. Come on. It's like a fun.
Nice meeting you.
So, I'm serious, please come on up, take a picture, we'll have staff that'll take a picture of the whole family unencumbered. Please come on up.
We gotta take a family photo. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Thank you for sponsoring the contest. Amazing.
This is my older sister.
We are going
My
to
older
go wiser, more attractive.
Slide over. Someone slide over. It's all you.
Come on, Tony.
This is a family.
No. You got your Tony.
I'm happy to join afterwards, but. Oh my gosh.
Gee, get in, it could be a gap.
Great.
Good looking family.
Thank you.
No, you don't need me in
Thank
it.
you so much.
All right, the next family group, come on up.
Thanks so much. Good seeing you.
You know what? There are my cards. Drop me a line. I would love that.
Yeah.
Love to hang out. What a wonderful story.
Huh?
That's your daughter.
Yeah, she just turned 11. Yeah, she was bald for 2 years. Like, she just didn't care. She literally grew in the car.
Right, everybody do their hair. Victoria, she'll go see you. You'll be glad you have braces. Yes, sir. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. My pleasure. Came all the way from Gander. Oh, thank you, sir. That was my pleasure. You know what? Can I ask to request a picture with you? I gotta get this to St. Rose. Yes, absolutely. You got it? I'm not sure. All right. I got it. You're absolutely welcome.
Just text her the picture to Mom. I'll say, I just sent her the picture, but I'll say, I'll tell her. Just say,
Grab me when she beat it. Very well done. Now you're awake. Congratulations. Ready? Here we go. Hey, Donna? Donna? Come on. This is a Newtown picture.
Let me give you my card.
Oh. Love that. You mind joining? Pleasure. Thank you, sir. You're very kind. Very nice.
Okay. Just 1 second. Let me-
Come on, Mom.
Okay, all right, I'll be back.
Donna, would you mind? Donna, would you mind if I ask on a fair perspective? Christine, join us for, you want to run high, right? You can hide. Mom, come on inside. Come on inside. Bounce it up.
Mom has to go on the other side.
Yes, of course.
math teacher. What's the difference when you learn mathematics depending upon what language you speak? Okay? Now, we have 26 letters in our alphabet. Maori have 15. So how do they learn math? The same? Differently? That's what her PhD is going to be on. Yeah. But you can be very practical. Nursing is one of the noblest professions I know. Yep. Most important. And what about you? What would you like to do with yourself?